Right, let's take on a few challenges now. Alarms, we're used to an alarm going off and you hear a buzzing sound. So can we possibly make an alarm system from your little buzzer? We know we can use it to test conductors and insulators. We know we can use it to hook up a little switch and send Morse code messages. Can we make an alarm? Well, a long time ago, somebody had a brilliant idea for an alarm. And he said, well, to stop somebody stealing my money, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a switch which clips onto the money, right? The money was made of paper. Of course, modern £5 notes are made of plastic, but plastic, whatever. I'm pressing the switch, no buzzing sound. Now, can you imagine if there was a way to keep the switch pressed, but then somebody steals the money? There we go. So there's a very simple alarm. And if you made the switch into a miniature, tiny little switch, and it clipped onto the money or perhaps a wallet inside your pocket, and if the buzzer could be made small enough and battery and everything, well, there we are. That idea was used by banks and building societies for a long, long time. And the idea was, look, it wasn't used in somebody's pocket. It was put into the drawer where all the money was kept. So can you imagine all the money in the drawer? Like that, all stacked up. But the very last one in the drawer would be attached to one of those switches. So if there was a robbery, the assistant would say, okay then, we're going to hand over all the money. And then when you pull that one out, it sets the alarm off. Now the alarm doesn't sound in the bank, it sounds at the police station. Right? So the thief, the robber, doesn't know that the alarm's gone off. And then nobody would come and do any harm, and he would think he'd got away with the robbery. But then, of course, the police might get there in time and catch him. So this real idea of a very simple paperclip switch was used to protect money in banks. Well, let's just check that a little bit further. What if you had a piece of paper instead of the £5 note and pop that inside? And what if we had a way to keep that switch pressed? Well, I've got to keep my hand on it at the moment, so your alarm could only work if your finger's on it. That's not very good. Let's just use another elastic band. So if we use an elastic band like this, there we are. The elastic band is now keeping it pressed. Now open it to put the insulator in. Now if we can just sticky tape the switch down somewhere, go for a bit of tape there. Let's just see if we can get this to work. So let's imagine there was something valuable. So here's my lovely little sort of little old family thing, which is a little compass and a little pocket watch. There it goes. I don't want anybody to steal that. So what we'll do is, let's just, don't want to put sticky tape all over important things, but here we go. Right, now the idea is that if somebody tries to remove that, there we are, it sets the alarm off. Well, if you've got an annoying little brother or sister or somebody who gets into your room and, we'll just turn that off, and touches all your stuff or tries to steal your secret sweetie stash, well, why not make a little alarm system like this which protects it as soon as something moves? So think about a drawer or a lid opening. Could you possibly use your paperclip switch and some other very simple little bits and pieces like paper, card, perhaps a piece of string to pull or something like that? See if you can make your own alarm system.